Bonjour, I'm Chef Julien, presenting Oh La La Gourmet Food. And today we're going to talk and demonstrate how to cook our Salmon Coulibiac. But first, what is a Salmon Coulibiac? Basically, a Salmon Coulibiac is very similar to a beef Wellington if you know it, or you can look at some of my previous videos where we are cooking the beef Wellington. For the Salmon Coulibiac, it's actually a salmon fillet, and we are using Norwegian salmon fillet. We top it with some cream of spinach, and then after we place a special dough around of it, so you can have it ready to bake. So the dough we use is a very important part. A nice dough gives you all the nice flavor and a bit of that crunchiness to your dough. And we are using the upgrain dough. So it's a special one which is made with very light in a flour. So it's not too heavy to eat, it digests easily, and is really a low carb product. Stay tuned, later on at the end I will show a bit more how to cut it. For now, let's start cooking. So here we have our Salmon Coulibiac in a box, and then you also have all the instruction anyway, how to cook it, and later we will place a special QR code which will bring you to this video so you will know how to cook it easily. So we'll just open our box. Here we go. Here we have our Coulibiac. We just need to open the pouch. Then I will place the Coulibiac on a baking tray. So for this one, we already brush it with the egg wash, so you have nothing to do on it. Important is to get a nice baking tray, flat, preferably a non-stick one, and with no rim, really much of a flat tray. I will leave it on my table at room temperature for about 30 minutes. You just need to let it thaw. Then the baking will be into two processes. One on a very high temperature to really cook the dough and make it crispy. Then after we will carry on cooking it at lower temperature to just warm up the salmon inside. I just place it in my oven in a middle level. So now that my Salmon Coulibiac is in the oven, I just process it for 30 minutes at 220 degrees. So here I finish my first process of cooking. So we can see our Wellington have already a very nice color to it. So now that I finish the first process of baking, I will go for the second process, which I will turn my oven to 160 degrees, and I will bake it for about 10 minutes to 15 minutes. So the difference between the 10 to 15 minutes, it depends. If you want to have your salmon a bit more well done, or in case you did not thaw your Coulibiac in advance, then you will need a bit of more cooking time for it. So here we have our Salmon Coulibiac. To cut it, so we take a nice bread knife, and the importance is to use a whole knife to cut it and not to press on top of the Salmon Coulibiac. So in one hand I will hold it, and the other hand I just cut using all the length of my knife. And here we are, we can see the Salmon Coulibiac with the salmon a little bit raw at the center, which is the perfect doneness, and the cream of spinach, soft and tasty. The crust have a nice texture. And then now basically we can cut some more slice to be served. So I suggest to cut a slice of about 1.5 cm or 1 inch. So every time I hold it a little bit. Here we go, and you have the spinach on top, which stays soft and very tasty. We can see how nice is our Salmon Coulibiac. It's ready now to do some plating. So let's look at that, and let's do that now. So what we just need to do is to take our plates. I will place my Salmon Coulibiac in the center. And then I add on around a white wine sauce. So it's also our white wine sauce. I add a little bit of the chopped herbs inside to give some more flavor. This is a creamy white wine sauce with some onion. Then we place around. And at the end, since it's Christmas, why not adding a little bit of the cranberry sauce? So that also our cranberry sauce, which will give a little sweetness, a nice tasty, and then a lot of flavor to it. Here we go. We just have now to enjoy our beautiful Salmon Coulibiac. So here you have it, a beautiful Salmon Coulibiac. Thank you to the upgrain dough, beautiful dough, stay shiny and crispy. And please now, we have so many recipes coming, so many cooking demonstrations coming. Don't forget to subscribe, press the little bell, give a little like. Thank you.